Do it?
Yeah, can I write it down? Can you write it all down for me?
Sure, sweetheart. Let me help you.
Come and sit next to me.
I didn't know you were that kind of guy. Thank you. So
No.
I honor you because I get that you got it. What I'm asking you to do, and I believe you will do,
I will,
and
definitely.
feel is no holds barred. That woman needs to be lit up, and the more she comes at you and fights you, if nothing else out of this 90 days, become a man. Where the more she comes at you, the more you convert that into juice, and you just see that she's just begging for love. And even if she wasn't the right woman for you, the next 90 days should be the greatest 90 days of her life, where never has a man given her more attention and focus and caring and love. And you tell her after those 90 days, this is what I need, honey. I desperately need this to feel alive as a man. This is what I need. I want your needs to be met. I'm committed to your needs. Can we make this work? I said, I just need the truth. And you'll know the truth at that point. But first, fill her up like she's never been filled up, then decide. Give him a hand.
As Neil sat down, Tony had this to say.
The biggest thing that's missing in that relationship is twofold. One is he's getting his dark somewhere else. I mean, all of. And his light isn't even that rich right now because of the level of frustration that day-to-day life has shown up for both of them. She's burnt out, she's only taking care of her kids and doing all the things that are happening there as well. The other challenge is, and the one that he's going to have to deal with is, he has to shift his belief that if she doesn't like my music, then she doesn't like what I love most. And while she may not like rock and roll, what she dislikes the most is that music takes him away from her. But the only thing I'd be cautious about, Neil, is that what you liked is you got certainty with a plan that made sense. And you knew it was based on what's right. But what's going to be really critical as you go back in those 90 days are truly 0 to 10, 20s in your total commitment of focus and attention, because your idea of that right now is not equal to what is required. If you really do that, then things will transform, and no matter what, they'll be better. But you'll also know. You'll be able to say to her, this is what I need, and you will have given to her first completely, totally. And then if she is the woman that many of you are, she'll step up and be able to meet your needs as well. And if she's not, then you'll know that as well.
Neil stood up uncertain about whether he and his wife were compatible. The truth was that he had avoided facing the greatest challenge for all of us, seeking fulfillment in love. Instead, he had sought outside interests. For him, it was the band. For others, it might be meditation, business, or even attending conferences. He was hurt and puzzled by his wife's unhappiness, not realizing that she was third on his list, after the band and his daughter. As it turns out, he didn't even understand what his wife needed or what she valued. Tony gave him the task of pouring himself into satisfying his wife's needs for 90 days, learning everything about her and giving her everything that he could. Now let's see Neil and his wife 6 months later.
To be completely honest, I was at that point of, are we in the wrong relationship?
I gave you a 90-day assignment.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And I said, go back and play full out and then decide, right?
Yeah.
How did that work out?
I didn't need the 90 days to decide. And what she'd been doing while I'd been away, enjoying myself in Palm Springs, was Andrew been going through the house, mentally ticking off, well, that's his, that's mine, I'll be having that when we do.
So this thing had accelerated.
It was, yeah, I mean, again,
it was a two-way street.
We're both, I wouldn't say volatile, but we're both fiery, passionate people. You know, so when the relationship's great, it's great, and then when it's shit, you know. But then it's being able to get from one state to the other state quickly, whereas in the past it would take a lot longer. You know, I mean, it could be 2 or 3 days, you could sulk, I could sulk, and then we'd both be sulking together and wouldn't talk to each other for a couple of days. But there'd be a couple of occasions where I was doing a really difficult job in the house, and it wasn't going right, and I was getting frustrated with myself. You came back in, Andrea said, you're not finished that yet.
But I did it on purpose.
Yes.
She did. Pushing the buttons. Yeah, it's pushing the buttons. And
That's her job.
what I was doing, threw it on the floor, and then, oh, whoa, stop. Instantly, down the stairs, and just grabbed your big, big
Because
hug.
I'd said, I just shouted, I was joking! And stomped off into the kitchen.
So that could have lasted a day previously, or 2 days.
And what happened instead?
We had a big hug, we had a kiss, got playful, and it was all over. As you know, one of my other big passions is the music and playing in the band.
Right.
And really, I think in the last few weeks, again, I've made a fairly momentous decision in that it's getting in the way.
It's getting in the way? Wow.
Of us.
Wow, and what have you done?
Well, I've basically made a commitment to Andrew to say that I'm going to quit the band.
Wow.
We've got commitments this year, we've got dates to fulfill and don't want to let the other guys down, but what I said to Andrew is by the time, say by January of next year, is a case of I'm going to either stop it completely or back off to such a degree, because it takes me away from home a lot, because we travel all over the country, and Andrea is not comfortable with, I could be away for an entire weekend.
Sure.
But I feel now that he's more on his priorities are more in line with mine, which I didn't feel before.
No, I was very
career
I was very business
minded.
focused. I mean, I was a director of this particular company. It was all about working towards a sell-off, so we're going to make some money and put the hours in, get the new business in, focus on that, focus. Oh, I've got this band, great, so I'm going to do that. We're going to do loads of gigs, and we're going to be really successful, and, we're going to be as famous as we're going to get. And, oh, by the way, we've got a family as well, and...
So I always felt like I was very low on the list of priorities.
Even though I would never admit that.
And what's true now?
But now it's completely switched around. Now it's like, that's given me some security now.
So it was a case of, I love doing that, but there's no way I'm going to do that selfishly and jeopardise what we've got.
Wow. I'm really
so
proud of you as a man. So I don't sense a loss in you about this.
Little bit.
Okay, good.
I'll be disappointed, for sure, but, I'd be more disappointed, if we weren't together.
Wow. How does that make you feel?
So I just think it's amazing.